third member of our broadcast crew is Rebecca Fiorentino. With the weather, the cold, the wind, the conditions, Rebecca, it could be a defensive day.
Absolutely, no doubt this is going to be a defensive battle, and two guys leading the way for their teams are veteran linebackers Drake Thomas for NC State and Momo Sonogo for Louisville. We talked with the Cardinals defensive coordinator Brian Brown, who told us this week that I've never been around Ray Lewis, but just the impact that you can see from afar that he had on the Ravens organization, that's Momo. Well, earlier on, Roddy was talking about adjusting to different quarterbacks as a running back. I talked with Thayer Thomas how they adjust as a receiver, and he says it's not as simple as people think. The pass and catch, working with different quarterbacks, specifically with the way the ball spins and how much each quarterback throws it. He compared it to when you face a pitcher in baseball, something he's familiar with having been on the baseball team at NC State. Each pitch looks slightly different. Jack Chambers throws it more baseball style. He's like a middle infielder. He rips it, and you can tell he played shortstop and second base growing up.
Let's take you to Rebecca down to the sidelines.
That's exactly right, Evan, and he is a tackling machine. He currently leads the team in tackles and is 5th on the all-time list at Virginia Tech. Coach, we knew coming into this game Virginia Tech was going to bring the pressure. What's your takeaways here in the first half?
Yeah, I think we've handled it decently.
With no bowl game in your future, what was your message to your team?
Yeah, we're trying to earn some respect right now.
Well, redshirt junior running back Keyshawn King is listed at 180 pounds right now, but he told me he's already put on 10 pounds this year. He's still trying to put on even more weight. Eventually, he'd like to get in the 200 bracket. I asked him what his go-to to put on weight is. He said peanut butter, jelly sandwiches, and biscuits and gravy is the key to success every day. And specifically, creamy peanut butter, guys, not the crunchy kind.
Sounds good to me.
Well, Riley, you got your first career start a year ago at Virginia Tech. That one didn't end so well. How does this one feel?
Yeah, it was great to get a little redemption.
Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. We are having some fun here in Rhodes Stadium. The kids may come for the football, but they also may come to slide down the hill with old boxes, cardboard boxes. It's a tradition they've been doing for a while. Are you guys ready? We're about to race. On your mark, get set, here we go. If I'm a kid, this is where I am on game days. Guys, are you joining me? Under 8 to play in the fourth quarter, 17-14 Richmond. Well, competition on the football field this year has been heavily influenced by competition in the locker room and another sport. That sport being ping pong. Coach Trisciani saying those guys battle and get after it, and it's helped fuel competition both on and off the field. Allegedly, kicker Skylar Davis is a standout ping pong player, so I had to ask him what his secret is to success, and he told me he grew up playing with his family, saying, you know how some families go out to dinner for family bonding? Well, our family went downstairs and we played ping pong. Yeah, guys, just to add insult to injury, sophomore defensive end Josh Johnson got rolled up in the snap before the Delaware touchdown. He came off the field into the medical tent, and when he came out, he had ice on the top of his right ankle. We'll monitor that throughout the game. Life after football can be tough, but it seems former tight end Donovan Williams has found a new home with NASCAR. He's joined Hendrick Motorsports as a jackman for a pit crew, and nowadays pit crews are made up of all former athletes. Yep. He told me that growing up playing different positions on the football field has easily transitioned to a jackman. You're almost like the quarterback of the pit stop. You have to read coverages. Just like that on the field. Think on your feet quickly, manage the clock, and be mobile. It all comes down to the explosiveness, multi-directional movements, and athleticism he learned from football that helps him as a jackman. Last weekend, he made his debut, and today, he's in Martinsville, hitting for the number 6 team of Ryan Vargas. Coach, this week, you told us that your team had a lot to prove. What did they prove to you here today? As I made my way to the student section of Mount Tabor, the home of H2O, where a tradition that's been taking place long before any of these guys were born. They have water bottles in their hand. When the drum line plays the song, this place is about to get rowdy. Well, guys, I did some investigative research and found his parents in the stands. His dad played quarterback at Georgia, and I had to ask who drives him home after practices and games since he's only 15? His mother. What went into the decision to go for 2 there?
We're going to try to win.
2 undefeated teams came in here tonight, and it came down to a goal line stop. Take us back to that moment and what your team showed you here tonight.
Well, our defense.
East Duplin is the 2A state champion. How do you define what your team just accomplished?
Unbelievable.